Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using this set of dice with little blue penguins inside that was sent in by a viewer. Thanks. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 4 white bread. 2 slices of white bread toasted up with the help of our toast bread cantrip and ready to hold whatever the dice have to throw at them. Godspeed, boys. Next up, let's roll for our main. 3 peanut butter. It's been a while since we've had peanut butter as a main. It's honestly a nice neutral protein, and it can go a lot of different ways flavor-wise depending on what it's combined with. I was actually just on the Sandwich Talk podcast talking about weird peanut butter sandwiches. Well, if this one's good, maybe we'll have to add it to the list. But that still remains to be seen. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 2 Gouda. That's a pretty Gouda roll if you ask me. The Gouda has a creaminess and nuttiness that should blend with the peanut butter nicely. So far, so good. Next up, let's roll for roughage. 7 olive tapenade and 11 none. Interesting. Well, my olive tapenade is a black olive, basil, and cheese tapenade. The cheese is Parmesan, so it's kind of like a pesto, but with olives instead of pine nuts, which is interesting because we're getting the kind of nut element from the peanut butter. So, yeah. Let's get wild with our wild magic roll. 14 kimchi seasoning. This kimchi seasoning brings in a little spice. There's also some funkiness from mushroom. It's an interesting seasoning. I like it on a lot of different things. Ramen, pasta, and yes, occasionally sandwiches. It'll be interesting to see how much of that flavor comes through or if it'll be lost in the tapenade. Well, last but not least, it's our D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 14 bunker sauce. Well, we've got another Rock Band's hot sauce today. Nashville's Howling Giant sent me this bunker sauce, and the ingredients just read peppers. Not specifically what kind of peppers, which scares me a little bit. So forgive me if I don't go whole hog on this one. Still, we'll make sure we have an appropriate amount here for our sandwich. I just don't want to completely burn out my insides if this is very spicy. All right, let's get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross-section. All the things are brown. Well, we ended up with a sandwich mostly made of spreads, so kind of like a tea sandwich almost. Let's give it a taste. This is interesting. I feel like it's really trying to be something. There's a lot of nuttiness, not just from the peanut butter, but from the black olives and from the cheese, both the Gouda and the Parmesan and the tapenade. And the other main element is spice, both from the kimchi seasoning and the hot sauce. I feel it's like 2/3 of a concept here. It's not bad, there's nothing off-putting about it, but it's missing something. Potentially some kind of brightness to cut through that. I don't know, man. Really close to having something interesting. When it comes to this show, though, I will take a perplexing and somewhat boring sandwich, especially on a Monday. I'm going to give this one a 5.9, and I'm going to call it the brown coat. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again right here on Wednesday. Bye!